DJ, but I also know how to do lighting design and visuals. And so in my apartment, I have a DJ set up with like a lighting rig, which is really cool. But I thought it would be even sicker if I could like trigger the lighting while I'm DJing. And so I'm gonna try to figure that out today. This is my APC. This is Light Key. These are all my different lights. And these are a bunch of effects I've programmed to be simpler than my other setup. So I just wanna have my bar lights and maybe one par. And so I'm gonna start a new setup. So I'm plugging in the light bar I have. I'm putting in another, I'm gonna add a par. Now I have them here and I can control them. This is where I'd create effects. I can literally just use this and then MIDI map everything within Light Key. So I have this strobe effect. I mapped it to this. When I push the button, it turns on, controls the dimming. I'm gonna have one row be all the effects and then have a different row be all the colors. So now when I push it, it's gonna change the color. I'm gonna program all of the effects with the lights so that I can see how everything looks while I'm programming. DJ setup in my garage, so we're gonna go down there. This is the setup. So the way I'm controlling the lighting is through DMX and this little artnet. So that's gonna send what I'm doing here to my lights. Dress each of my lights. This one's number 1. It's whatever's in here. Everything's synced, so when I do this, it turns on. The colors, wow. So I'm just gonna add some fog because then you're gonna be able to see the effects of the bar lights like way more. This is so cool. This one's kind of fun, so I'm gonna add this to one. So the cool thing about separating all the parameters is that basically since this is strobing and this is full, I can have one of the effects. So like I'm gonna start the effect right now and see how it's full. I can push this button and make it strobe. And then that way I can turn it to blue if I want to, or I can make it pink. I'll have a stand, but I kind of just wanted to show what it would look like in the mix. So like this, and then if I make it blue, and then if I make the front one blue, if I make the front one pink, I make the bars white. That way I can change things up. Wow, just with this. Now that I have a grasp on this, I'm probably gonna add a couple more lights. I'm gonna get a stand, I'm gonna program a couple more things, and yeah, we'll see.